Even though these Gen Zers, people between the ages of 10 to 25, are still a few years away from owning a home, they know it's not going to be cheap, especially in the greater Toronto Hamilton area.
For like a small apartment, it would cost around like $1 million recently, which is crazy to me.
How much do you think it costs to own a house in Hamilton?
$1.5 million.
And he's not too far off. Owning a home is getting more expensive. And according to Statistics Canada, the national home ownership rate is on the decline. 69% of Canadians owned a home back in 2011, compared to 66.5% in 2021. That's a 2.5% drop in home ownership over the past 10 years. The data also shows that young adults were less likely to be homeowners.
Unfair. I feel like everyone should have their own space and like a place for them to live.
And with fewer young people buying a home, the impact will be felt in bigger cities.
People are moving way out to the exurbs and remote working because they can't get the same amount of space that they need, downtown or near downtowns. People can't live near their jobs.
So people are choosing to live in more affordable places across Canada where home ownership is within reach.
So you're obviously a professor there in Toronto. You teach students. Do they talk about where they're going to live and where they're going to buy a house?
Absolutely.
What are some of your students, Jess?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's a very big concern that they'll never be able to take a job in central Toronto. They can barely find a place to live as students.
And the data also shows newly built homes are increasingly likely to be occupied by renters, with over 40% of new homes built between 2016 and 2021 now rented out instead of owner-occupied. And that professor also says we will continue to see a decline in home ownership as long as salaries don't keep up with the pace of home prices. So the data is really a win for smaller towns. Back inside to you.